Hi, so I'm here with
Nadia,
and we chatted earlier on live stream, and you were saying that you were angry. You try to keep your emotions in check, but sometimes it's difficult.
It's really hard to keep my energy positive when you see all of the health ministers, the education minister, Trudeau, and everyone else sitting there still saying that the only way to get out of this is to take a safe and effective vaccine, speaking like a robot, reading from a paper, not looking into anyone's eyes, as our tax dollars, over 40% is taken from us every year while we choke and try to feed the kids that they steal from us.
A lot of people don't talk about, that specifically, of how there is this legislation and weird rules that they're trying to put in to really take away the rights of the parents from their children.
Yeah, they've totally taken away our rights. They sent my son, the TDSB sent our kids an email with these cute little sticker logos saying that they do not need parental consent. They do not need parental consent. And then he said he does that. I don't know his life. And
that's what your son said.
Yeah, and everyone in his school and everyone in his class is vaccinated. They've put vaccine clinics at 4:30 in the schools so that they can go and get their vaccine almost every other month. And then the community center across the street where he wants to go and play basketball bars anyone that's not vaccinated. The food court across the street bars any of the kids that are not vaccinated, and they bar anyone that wasn't vaccinated from the movies. I know they're dropping the mandates now, but not all the mandates are dropped.
It's not over.
And they've stolen the kids from the parents. It's a total war. They've stolen our children. They've stolen the next generation. These are the next generation of people that are super compliant and aren't thinking about what exactly they're putting into their body. They've been told to take a drug and forced to take a drug.
Yeah.
In our generation, we were told to say no to drugs. Drug dealers never forced us to take drugs. Only Trudeau did that.
Yeah. I was also told as a kid not to put a plastic bag on my head. I was told to go outside to play as well.
Yeah, and I was also told that if everyone was jumping off the bridge, to not jump off the bridge.
That's right. Did you follow politics a lot before all of this? And like, can you really believe what you're seeing happen in Canada?
No, it feels like a really bad dream you can't wake up from. I did follow politics. I did follow world news and Trudeau, and I never liked him. He was always inauthentic. And I knew he was going to be trouble.
Were you born in Canada?
Yes, I was.
And a lot of people are seeing this Trucker Convoy, this freedom movement, and they're saying they're feeling Canadian pride for the first time in a long time. Can you relate to that?
The trucker movement was great. Like, it brought some power to the people already on foot that were protesting, and they brought some attention to what was going on. Unfortunately, they also brought the attention out that our right to protest is totally inhibited, and that if you want to protest, you have to do it in a way that they tell you to protest. And it has to please them.
It has to be a state-approved protest.
Yeah, it has to be a state-approved, city-approved protest. That's right, children's lives matter.
I'm guessing this is your family, this is your husband?
Yep, and this is my daughter, and we have 4 other children we're trying to stand up for as well.
Right.
And everyone else. It's just heartbreaking. Even if you're not a parent out there, you have to know that what they're doing to our society is absolutely disgusting. You should have the right to say yes or no to any medical procedure with informed consent and free of duress and coercion.
This has caused so much social division, as you were saying. One woman was putting it how it's like, yeah, there's even division happening in our families.
That's right. Families, friends, workplaces,
everywhere.
Any gatherings, people are scared to even bring it up, and it's a medical procedure.
And I'm going to treat you like a politician for a second. Like, you know, how can we mend this social divide? Like what should we look out for moving forward that you think will help?
We need to educate people on what exactly is segregation. We need people need to know what segregation is, that they cannot be shaming people for something they do or do not have and separating them and putting them down in any way. That is the new education that needs to come out, is that you should not be able to shame or ask anyone what their status of class, their religion, their medical procedures, their political views. No one has any right over anyone else to separate or put down anyone because of anything they do or do not have. And that's what the real education needs to be.
Absolutely. I feel like we went over this segregation thing before, some years ago.
Yeah, you know? I mean, well, apartheid in South Africa only ended in the 90s. It's very sad.
Any last words to like encourage people to come out here and support this?
Everybody needs to come out, because one day you may not want something that the government is insisting on, and it will be too late. They will change the laws.
Thanks for your time. Did you want to add anything, sir?
No, freedom.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Cheers. The Freedom Convoy may be over, but we are going to keep fighting for those freedoms. If you like this content, like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And if you want to support content like this, send an e-transfer to GregTheCanadian at hotmail.com. We're going to knock this fence down, metaphorically. Okay? We are going to get our freedoms back soon. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
The health minister needs to go to jail with all the pedophiles after she's stolen all our children from 12 years old, telling them that they don't need their parents' consent to get a trial drug vaccine, and then put mandates on movies, food court, and anywhere indoor eating for kids that are 12, and the fucking community centers where they play and they go. So my son is obviously a victim, and we're trying to save our other 4 children. Thanks, Health Minister. I hope you're with all the pedophiles in the jail.